Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Bergstrom and today we are talking tips for living on unpredictable income or variable income, because ever since I started working, any job that I have ever had has always been hourly. I've never had a salary job where I knew exactly what my paycheck was going to be. So there were periods where I could kind of estimate, but I never really knew. Now I'm at a point in my life where the 3 habits that I'm about to share with you today have allowed me to be able to work from home and work on my mental health while my boyfriend is able to work, luckily from home, and produce enough income that allows us to live our life and also save more than we have ever been able to save before. All 3 of these tips work together to create a flow of where money goes that allows us to be able to live this life. And by the end of this video, you will see how it all ties together so that way you'll see how you can make these tips work for your life and save as much money as you possibly can too. My very first tip that has completely changed the game for how I live my life and how we save money is by living on the bare minimum. So we live on the minimum that we can to get by month to month comfortably. What we realized after several years of making a variable income is that one month you may be making $3,000 and the next month you may be making $2,000 and the month after that you may be making $4,000 and the month after that you may be only making $1,500. And so when you're living on a variable income and it's adjusting like that and changing so drastically month to month, it becomes hard to figure out where your baseline is, about what type of lifestyle you are actually living. And so what we learned with practice and with time is that if you're able to figure out the least amount that you make in a month while still being able to get by, like say $1,500 a month still pays your bills, you're still able to live your normal day-to-day whatever without feeling too much of a burden. And then the months that you're making $3,000, instead of actually, spending that entire $3,000 and seeing what more you can do now with that $3,000, take that $1,500 extra and immediately make a savings plan for that extra cash. When you're not actually paying attention to how much you genuinely only need to be spending every single month. And if you just have a paycheck comes in and then somehow by next paycheck it is completely gone, that is the life that I lived for a very long time. And once you start learning what is the minimum that you need to get by before the next paycheck or the next month or whatever, then it's easier for you to be able to put away that extra money. So that way on months that maybe you're making less, say you're only making $1,000 that month and you're that $500 short, well, you'll have that savings from the months that you made extra money and you're able to just kind of make up the difference. If you don't think about money in the bigger picture, then you may find yourself certain times of the year where you're flushed with cash and you have so much that you can buy anything you want, and then other times of the year where you're kind of scraping by and it's a little bit harder because you didn't save that extra cash that you had in the times of the year that you were flushed with cash. So by living on a standard amount every single month without it actually fluctuating, then everything else can kind of fluctuate on its own because you know how much you need every single month to get by. And now this is going to be different for every family, of course. Some people have a house and kids and, some people might need $3,000 minimum to scrape by every single month. Every family is going to be different. So you have to figure out what it is that you need every single month to get by and still be perfectly comfortable. My second tip for living on unpredictable income or, living on variable income is savings accounts and having different savings accounts for specific things. You can call this sinking funds, you can call this future account savings funds, you can call them whatever you want, but to have dedicated savings accounts for certain things like the money that you're going to be spending at Christmas that you're going to be spending anyway, or if you know that you want to be buying a car in the next 5 years, having a savings account kind of starting for that. So that way, by the time it comes, you don't have to be paying as much. If you know you want to buy a house or if you want to go on vacation, everybody is completely different, and the savings accounts that will be required for your family or your specific situation or you as a single person are going to be completely different than everybody else's, because you are unique and your goals are going to be completely different than your neighbors. If all you have right now is a basic checking account and savings account and maybe an RRSP thrown in there, then definitely go ahead and check out my bank accounts you need for financial stability. And I completely break down the different types of accounts that you need to make yourself financially stable in a well-rounded manner. So that way, anything that comes up is going to be covered for your specific family. I kind of show you how you can make it work for your situation specifically, because once you've reached financial stability in most of your accounts, the thought of having an unpredictable or variable income almost becomes completely eliminated, because you know that no matter what your paycheck is, you're still going to be okay. A study by Magnify Money done in December 2019 of 1,120 people showed that 44% of consumers took on debt over the holiday, and 78% of those consumers claimed that they would not be able to pay it off by January. And the worst thing the study found was that Gen Xers went the most into debt over the holidays, with an average of $2,076 of assumed debt. That is insane. If you know that you're going to be spending about $2,000 in December for the holidays, then why not just save about $150, $160 month to month until December, so that way you don't actually have to go into debt for the holidays and it's just another bill that you know you're going to be using at a certain time. You see, I don't understand. My third and favorite tip in this whole thing about how to live on an unpredictable or variable income is use a master account. It is by far the best thing that will save your butt when you are living on a variable or unpredictable income. So you've got the account that your money is going into, and then you've got the account that your bills are coming out of. So money goes into the account that holds your master account, that holds all of your income, and then since now, because you figured out what the minimum is that you need to live on month to month, you now can take out that exact amount from that account and put it into your bills account, the account that all of the bills come out of, that you buy your groceries from, whatever. So by using the master account and then having your bills account, you are able to only withdraw exactly how much you need to get by that month. So that way you're living off of that, let's call it $1,500 instead of $3,000. So the $3,000 is going in. You only need $1,500 that can go into your bank account for bills, your groceries, whatever. And then next month, maybe you only get paid $1,000. Well, you still have $1,500 in there from last month from making more money. So you've got $2,500. Well, now you can put $1,500 into your other account, and now you've got your $1,500, but there's still $1,000 left in here. So that way it is okay. And do you see where I'm going with this? I feel like that just got so confusing. I go further into detail about the master account in my bank accounts for financial stability video, but the master account is the first account that you need to fully fund. I use the master account as my 3-month emergency fund account, and I break down further what that means, how all of that works in my bank accounts for financial stability video. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Having a strategy when you have a variable income is the most important thing on how to get the most out of your paycheck possible and how to make it go the furthest for you. Because if you make your paychecks go so much further, you don't have to work that job that you hate so much as long or as many hours per paycheck. Or you can save for very long vacations. All right, guys, that's everything. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to stick around for more content just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I post new videos every single Monday, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.